want to thank all of you as well for coming out in the cold and in the evening because you're joining us in this effort to learn as much as we can and to actually teach us about your concerns. So we're going to spend some time giving you some information, but we really want to hear from all of you. This is your time. It's incredibly important. We have an opportunity to do something better for our children and families, and so this is the time where we're going to learn as much as possible from you.
It is our issue. We have to own it. And we're in an opportunity where we can actually control what the future looks like. Because the current system, right now, the current system, in my opinion, is broken.
First thing you should know is Lincoln Hills and Copper Lake schools, which are located on both the same grounds, are closing in 2021. So what is Act 185? Well, Act 185 was passed back in March of 2018, and it's a law that has to do with the closing of Lincoln Hills. It was signed by the governor, I think, on March 30th last year, outlining the closing of Lincoln Hills and Copper Lake School by January 1st of 2021, and outlining what the next steps are, what will happen when Lincoln Hills and Copper Lake closes. Milwaukee County has been working to reform the juvenile justice system for years. Since roughly about 2011, we've been really working hard to ensure that only youth that need to be in secure settings end up in those settings, and that we improve the quality of the types of services that those youth receive. So since 2011, we've reduced the number of youth that go into secure settings by roughly 75%. So we've made significant changes already in the reduction of the number of youth.
This is where we're really talking about. When we say our kids, let's go ahead and hit that arrow. We're talking about 56 youth. We can stop right there. These are the areas that they come from. So if you needed a visual to talk about the impact of sentencing, and particularly youth of color, particularly black males, and we do have some young women involved in the system as well, you can see its impact on Milwaukee. These are 56 of the lower level offenders that are in Lincoln Hills currently. But what I will draw your attention to are these purple dots. We have Bell Phillips, here we have St. Charles, here's Lad Lake, here's Bakari House, and then here's the neighborhood and the area that we're in right now. Here's the DMV, and here's Job Corps. Okay? So these are the things that we looked at. We wanted it in the city. We need at least 5 acres of land. It has to be accessible by public transit for families. It has to be environmentally sound, so it can't be on any kind of wetlands or anything that, a toxicology report would come back as not proper for our young people. Proximity to complementing community resources. So it has to be close to some types of services and supports that increase opportunity for vocational training, as well as the types of support that they'll need when they do return to a neighborhood. And we had to make sure that we were looking at underutilized surplus of Milwaukee County land. We settled on 2 locations after a search of about 40 plus in the city. Those 2 locations are 6101 West Mill Road and 6600 North Teutonia Avenue.
What specifically are you going to do so they won't have rooms that are, they don't prevent suicide and all these other things, other than ventilations? What are you really going to do?
So what we're looking at is restorative practices. So we have circles, like different healing and meditation practices. Are we going to be looking at mindfulness? Is this yoga? These are the types of things we're looking at. Arts for healing. There art, music, those sorts of things. Making sure that there's education. Mark talked a little bit about the importance of the staff, but one of the amazing things that was found at New Beginnings, which is the location in Maryland, that David talks about, that's been able to, through the different practices, get down to now 9 youth for a facility that was built for 60. Well, the staff look like the youth, right? So there's this natural relationship that the staff are able to have with youth based on common experiences.
I'm just curious, when
Well, it will have to be open by January 1st of 2021. So, and we're looking now, because you mentioned earlier that we're essentially ruling out Bell Phillips as a place to renovate to accommodate this new program. So we need to build a new facility at the site. That's one of the sites that you mentioned. It takes about 2 years to build a facility, to get through all of the bidding, contracting work, the design, actually build the facility. So we are right there. I mean, we are in an extremely tight time crunch here. Our facilities department, our facilities director is working very closely with us. We're meeting at least once, sometimes several times a week, to talk about planning. Right now, we're in the schematic design process, so we're talking with people, content experts about programming and education and other things about what the design of the facility should look like. So essentially the blueprint of what the facility should look like. But we have no time to waste whatsoever. We have to be right on it.